When people say that you should not trade with emotions, it means what emotions can you actually link to your trading? It's not exactly like, oh, something that happened in your personal life, or you're suffering the impact of the loss of a friend, and you that can, yeah, that can make you trade bad because it will bring you a lack of attention or something like that, grief or whatever. But the emotion I mean is when you look at a chart, an asset that you are familiar with and you want to trade, or when you really need to trade something, and you're not very patient to get the money you want. Things like when Bitcoin reached this level, and when Bitcoin reached this level, you get extremely bearish, and then when Bitcoin reached these levels here, you get extremely bullish, and then you go and put your trades, and then you get wrecked because here you were bearish and you put a short or whatever, you sell, and then you just go in a loss when you do this move. And if you think, if you observe straight, look that Bitcoin is not even leaving a very tight short range, a very thin, a very small spread of price, and you are getting all wrecked and you're getting all broke because you're not placing you have no idea which direction this asset will go. So why do I give a holistic look at the market situation before I go put my trades on whatever asset I want just by looking at the charts? Because if I just look at the Bitcoin chart right here, it's extremely hard for me to tell if it's going to break up or down from this structure. But you go to, for example, I've been showing crude oil like in all my videos and talking about all of that because there are some thermometers for the market. Sometimes it's gold, sometimes it's crude oil, sometimes it's the tech stock, sometimes, because of a lot of things involving politics and agreements and deals that countries do with each other, and the rich and wealth family and the biggest banks and the empires and the dynasties. So right now, the price of crude oil has an impact on the military sector, on the energy sector, on the economy, because the demand and the available, the demand and supply of crude oil moves the world, the planet right now. So, but I want to show you that crude oil actually is doing a third lower high for now, in the third lower low, right? So I'm not saying that crude oil is going to enter in a bear market, but I'm saying that it may be possible that it gets rejected here and we visit levels like here and bounce up, or we visit levels like here and then bounce up, or just like go in a bear market. And that is affecting the price of cryptocurrencies. Look at how sharp this bull run on crude oil is. And what do I strongly believe? I still believe that we may see a little bit of a consolidation here, and then we will just resume the bull trend on crude oil. That's what I strongly believe, 85%. But then I go to put my trades on my crypto, and then I just don't know, because Bitcoin is not even, it's not making it easy for any of us to realize which direction is going to go. Where the fuck is the brush? Yeah, here is the brush. So what can I do? I can, like, when you see a shape like that, a triangle, and it's just right on the edge of an explosion, or a rectangle, and then you take the range of price and then you put a flare trade. What can you do? You can put a long in here, right here on that level, or you can put a short right here on that level. And whatever it goes, it's going to trigger your order, and then you put a stop loss almost at break even, just a little bit above, like let's say a 3% stop loss, and then you see what happens. One of your trades will be triggered, and that you're going to lose a lot of, not much, if you put a break even stop loss, or even if you put like a small percentage stop loss right here. That's one of the things you can do. The other things is you can hedge a trade. For example, I am extremely bullish on Bitcoin. And hold on, because I'm going to show you good crypto trades for this week or the next week, based on my bullishness, right? And you can do that same techniques with the other cryptocurrencies as well. If you see, a price range, if you trace a price range. Now, as I said, this is the first time I look at the charts on the day and I'm recording. Let's take a look at volume. Let's take a look at price spread. Let's take a look at volatility and the trend indicators, the trending shift shifting indicators. And what's more important, the EMAs right here. So, okay, so this is the Bitcoin daily, and for me, everything is just so fucking bullish, right? Let's take a look because it can still retrace a little bit to 31,200. That would be perfect for a long position. 31,500. And so I have a couple of trades that are active. For example, Monero that I'm bullish on, and I got a bought spot right here. Right now, Monero is not in a very good place for you to buy. First of all, because of the situation with crude oil, the uncertainty on the chart. But then we're going to take a deeper look at crude oil in a second. But also because, I mean, if you had bought around here and then you would just hold like I did, I bought it right here. I'm just holding my trade because I expect this level here to be the first resistance, you know? And as long as this line here becomes the support, I mean, when it crosses and then it kicks here and then it bounces back again, that means that it is supporting the price. Then it's another good level to buy, and would be more risky, of course, than getting in here. But you will never catch the perfect bottoms or the perfect tops. We just try to look. So you can put a stop loss right here. The rock indicator is just pointing to a shift on the direction of the trend for the daily. Let's look at the 12-hour, and it tells us the same thing. 8-hour tells us the same thing. It's even more bullish, the 8-hour. So let's take a look at the price action at the 8-hour for Monero. And I'm not a financial advisor at all. And if you lose your money, that's your fault because you're just doing what I'm doing. I'm just showing what I'm doing. And actually, we're actually facing a resistance here, so it will be, I'm not. So going back to crude oil, ooh, we have something happening here. Yeah, we have something happening here. We got the same buying volume happening, same buying volume, and the price spread is decreasing right here. So that's an interesting set for a 6-hour chart, and that can be very bullish for crude oil right here because we still see the volume. The volume is not decreasing, but the price is. It means that there is still volume coming in. There are still many buyers on the game, and the buyers that are in are not able to prop up the price. So that's why we have that divergency here. The price is not getting propped up right now because the volume of the purchases, the volume of the bull forces is not strong to push the prices up. But whenever we see big money coming in, it will. Okay, so this is a very bullish divergency here when the price is going down and the volume is not. If the volume was going down, the price going up, that would be very bearish because it would mean that they are already selling. Okay, volume selling, but not enough, not effective to mess with the price right now, but soon it will. So the DMI, to back up my theory on the 6-hour chart, crude oil is also very bullish. This bearish trend is just going down. The bullish trend for these indicators here, it's going up, and as soon as we see that thing going up, the signal line, and that thing going up again, still, that means that you can just place whatever orders, long positions, or whatever. I'm not a financial advisor. Just if you want to copy my shit or follow my advices, just friendly advisors, not financial advisors. We are okay. So lower low here. So this will be the first resistance that crude oil can meet. So I would close any trades when it reaches like close to that resistance. And also what we can do is just go up just a little bit more and then start being rejected. So pay attention because this is the Bollinger Band. The Bollinger Band is just going up a little bit. If we see that Bollinger is just crossing that fib level here, then we have space to be rejected right here on those levels. So yeah, that's very, very, very close attention to crude oil prices. So now let's go to the stock markets, and we see that there's one interesting thing about the oil and the SP 500 relation. Look at the SP 500, so unsure of where it's going next, but I'm believing that it will touch that fib level because the RSI is not even very blown up, and this is a daily. I don't have volume data on the SP 500, but I have volume data on NASDAQ. So I'm going to look at NASDAQ because SP 500 doesn't know where it's going, but it looks just as bullish as usual. Um, since I was a kid, it looks bullish since I was like 15 years old. Yeah. So Nasdaq is more bullish, and I have some information on volume, etc. And yeah, we see a lot of buying volume. The volume here, the regular volume is decreasing, but we're seeing some selling pressure here, uncertainty for today. If you see any dips on the cryptocurrencies, I would definitely buy if the market stays with this levels being held, this supports being held. And I would definitely not get desperate if you see Bitcoin touching this or that level. So because right now you just have to remain focused and just observing what's going to do, and then put your trade accordingly. But everything looks very bullish, and I'm just going to take the right shots, and that's it. Make money, juice, because it's very sweet and tasty, and it does well to your body, skin, and hair, and your emotions, and it's good to your family too. So that's it. Bye.